It's Mitchell here, coming to you through my channel, The Added Voice. Coming at you with another good video, more so on MMA, UFC. As you would know if you watched my last video that I posted last night, it was on Conor McGregor and his comeback fight against Donald Cerrone. This video is broadening on that talk and on that fight. Matter of fact, Coach Kavanaugh, his coach, his well-known coach. The thing with Conor McGregor's coaches is, from what I've learned, is they're very blunt, they're very straightforward. If somebody does something wrong, or somebody slacks, or somebody just ain't putting 100%, they're going to call them out on it. Well, there's been numerous times where Kavanaugh and McGregor have done essentially that. And there's been a couple times Kavanaugh has called Conor McGregor out on how McGregor's disrespected him and how he's disrespected the team, so on and so forth. It's a real apology. Coach Kavanaugh came out and said Conor McGregor is in the best shape he's ever been. He looks better than he ever has, and he's going to come out at 170, and he's going to put on a show. He's going to show out all the haters, all the deniers, all the people that think Conor McGregor is just going to fail, that they are totally wrong. He's going to come out and he's going to create fireworks. He's going to create the spark that lit the first time. I like Coach Kavanaugh. Coach Kavanaugh, he seems like a stand-up guy. He's always been straightforward, and I'm glad Conor McGregor, manned up and stayed with the coaches that got him this far. Anyways, I'm gonna show you this clip right here of Coach Kavanaugh talking about it.
Yeah, if only we had a southpaw with crazy pressure. Yeah, look, to be honest now, with Conor's fight IQ, with Conor's understanding of the game, really this training camp is about all of us getting out of his way. So provide him an environment where he can have different looks, different feels, and support him where he wants the training camp to go, and intensities, and listening to him, where he has days where he wants to push hard and days where he wants to slow down. So it's not so much about, us coaches sitting down the game plan and then filling Conor in. Conor knows more about fighting than the rest of us put together.
How is he looking this training camp?
I think this is the best he's ever been.
This next clip is Chael Sonnen. He's the one, you got trash talking in sports and combat sports. You got Muhammad Ali, one of the greatest. You got Sugar Ray Leonard, Floyd Mayweather Jr. You got so many that use that mouth to affect the fighter before the fight, and then when it comes to the fight, it ended up affecting his opponent so much to where it gave him an advantage in the fight, It was beautiful, like the rope-a-dope or the rumble in the jungle. Chael Sonnen in this next clip talks about McGregor loses with his popularity or his fame or the interest in him, his fans, so on and so forth. Will it dip? Will it decrease? Will it decline? Will it be over? Chael Sonnen, and I agree with Chael Sonnen wholeheartedly, says no. I mean, he's built up a following that's possibly may never be destroyed. In this clip, you'll see he says, announced this fight for McGregor Cerrone, and he sold $10 million worth of tickets. It was sold out in record time. And there's a second part to the Chael Sonnen clip. He talks about how Conor's training for Cerrone. And he talked to Kavanaugh and the other coaches of Conor McGregor, and how they're talking about how disciplined he is. And that's what it really takes, is discipline. Because once you get to that level, once you win the championship belt and you're at the top, I mean, there's so many other obligations you got to do. You're at the top. You're the champion. You got to do media tours. You got to do this. You got to do that. You're always going. And then you got not only that. Then you got people coming out of the woodwork, your friends, your cousins that you never knew, your sisters, your brothers, your uncles, your aunts, your, stuff like that. But anyways, Chael Sonnen talks a little bit about that, and I like his response, and I think you're going to like it as well. So anyways, here goes with them two clips.
Let's make things a little bit harder, right? It's not an easy answer for what he do next with Conor if he comes off a victory. Why it has already been stated that he will then qualify and go and fight for the championship at 155 pounds. Conor himself has created a dialogue about going after the BMF title at 170 pounds. So I don't know that it's a simple answer, even with a victory. With a victory, I think it's a simpler answer. But with a loss, I mean, look, it's going to be a lot of losses and a lot of years before Conor McGregor is yesterday's news. It then became a question in fighting, can a rich man fight? And largely the answer was no. There was a really big deal made in this sport when Stipe Miocic had defended the heavyweight championship of the world twice. It was a record. It had never been done. By the way, this isn't a thing of folklore. I'm not going back to 1970. I'm not going back to 1870. This just happened a few years ago. This was record-setting. Stipe Miocic, most successful heavyweight fighter of all time. He had defended the belt twice. There is no walk of life in the world, guys, that you're ever going to convince me that 2 is a big number. You're just not. But it was still the record. And as much as Stipe deserved credit, I do think you have to stand back and look at that and go, how did the number 2 become a record, an all-time record? And I will tell you, I have my own hypothesis. I don't think it comes with the tens of millions of dollars and the new phony friends you've got or the distractions and the party you'd rather be at than be at practice. I don't think that it has to do with that. Look, there's a built-in mechanism that's bigger than everybody, which is there is a media tour and a PR wing that comes with the organization UFC that is exclusive for champions. If you win a championship, there is going to be photo shoots that you must go do because now you've got the belt. They need that for press. They need a whole new set of photos for you, just by one example, but now you got to be wearing the belt. So all of a sudden, where do those photo shoots happen? Well, they don't happen in your hometown. They don't come to Ireland in Conor's case to do this for you. You get on the airplane, you go somewhere. Well, now you're living out of a hotel in a different city, which means what? You don't have your coach. You don't have your trainer. It's the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, except in reverse. You've now got this level of success, but now you're going to do things differently. You're doing things differently. It just comes with the championship. It comes with the territory. I've invested in himself. I have always maintained that one of the things that is the key to Stipe Miocic's longevity, and even if I want to tease the number and say 2 isn't very many, it's 2 more than I ever did, it's 2 more than any of you did, it's 2 more than any other fighter in the world ever did, which is why he became the record, and I will maintain for you. The fire station in Cleveland is one of the keys to Stipe Miocic's success. I will maintain for you that because he has this set schedule that everybody in the world respects, because it's a dangerous job and he's giving back to his community, and who amongst us wants to be on record questioning a fireman? They left him alone. Stipe had to be at home. He had to sleep in his own bed. He could not go out and do the media tours because he had a set schedule that's something everybody respected, known as the Firehouse. I maintain that schedule and that consistency of sleeping in his own bed, and what's that mean? It means he wakes up and he gets to go to his own gym with his own teammates, with his own coaches. I maintain that's a key to his success. And I will share with you as it pertains to Conor McGregor, well, I don't know. But I don't think that you guys know for sure either. I don't think these stories that we hear of Conor being a wild man out on the town and partying it up, I don't know that those are all true. We've heard about 3 or 4 nights of Conor's entire life where he went out on the town and he partied it up a little bit. I think it's fair to believe that we also heard about every time Conor went out. I don't believe personally that Conor McGregor can go out in Ireland where he's famous and everybody in the world has a camera with them known as their cell phone and have that not reach the masses by way of social media. I don't believe the hysteria about Conor being this maniac is true.
I hope you liked him. Chael Sonnen's the man. He's the man, the one that brought trash talk to MMA. People were doing it, but it wasn't to the level that Chael Sonnen brought it. And Sonnen ended up, I mean, he's a great fighter, don't get me wrong, but he ended up talking his way into 2 championship fights against Anderson Silva. In the first one, arguably, he won. But he got caught in a triangle hole with a minute and a half left to go in the fight. I'm not trying to hit that. Next clip is Justin Gaethje, talking about him and Conor McGregor and how Justin Gaethje can't respect Conor McGregor because of him smashing the phone, stuff like that. And I will say Justin Gaethje is a heck of a fighter. He's a beast. When it comes to him and Conor McGregor ain't this person. Conor McGregor is, he makes it seem like he's this person because that's what sells. He is a heck of a promoter. He knows how to promote. He knows how to sell tickets. He knows how to bring people to seats. And that's what he's doing. And when people like Justin Gaethje, you can't stand him, they hate him, and they talk trash about him and say he shows no respect. Well, the fact of the matter is, if you fight him, you wouldn't be making the money you're making, which is serious money if you're fighting Conor McGregor, unless he was that way. So you need to think about that before you try to be all moral and all ethical and all woe is me and I am so much better than thou kind of person, you know what I mean? Anyways, here's that clip of Justin Gaethje.
We saw earlier that there were reports earlier this year that you and him were potentially going to fight for his hand injury. How close did you?
He's the only one that knew about that. I didn't know. I'm ready to fight. After I seen him punch a guy, old guy. I got a human services major, social work. I want to do social work. Being here is just a circumstance of my life. I've worked since I was 4, and I was like, I want to try fighting. I won 25 fights in a row. I was fighting Eddie Alvarez on a pay-per-view. I want to be a social worker. So to see him treat people like that, to see him take a phone, even before he takes a phone and smashes it on the ground, to see him walk around with his chest in the air, you do not represent yourself like that.
Make it real quick. I got another clip of Luke Thomas where he's talking about Cerrone's coach, and Cerrone's coach was like, well, Conor McGregor's only got the left hand, we got the ground, we got the kicks, we got the strikes, we got this, we got that, we got this, we got that, we got that, we got this. And Luke Thomas was like, pretty much, Conor McGregor ain't been in the game near as long as Don Cerrone. Don Cerrone's never won a championship. Fact. Don Cerrone is a heck of a fighter. Conor McGregor has won 2 championships. Matter of fact, he was the first double champ. The double champ. The champ, double champ name now. He was the first to do that. He did that by knockouts. They put people in front of him, but he dispatched them every time. Knockout. Boom. 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 Yeah, with his left hand. But he has a beautiful right jab. He has a beautiful straight kick to the torso. He has a beautiful side torso kick that hits to the torso. It's beautiful. But in this little clip, Luke Thomas just talks about, what Conor's got and how, Luke Thomas thinks that Cerrone's coach knows this and is just playing. But just in case, he wants to reiterate that, if Conor McGregor has only got the left hand and he's a former double champ, first double champ, and Cerrone's never won a championship, then Conor McGregor's left hand is just better than all around skills of Cerrone. I mean, plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, here's that clip right here.
Conor has done much better. That's not really up for debate. He won a title in not 1 but 2 weight classes. That is just beyond what Cerrone has done. Cerrone has had certainly more breadth of a career, but in terms of depth of it, Conor's done better, which is to say, if all he's got is a left, turns out he didn't need much more.
Anyways, this last clip is just fighter picks, just a few well-known fighters and who they think is going to win between Conor McGregor and Cowboys Cerrone on January 18th, 2020.
Cowboy, Donald Cerrone all day.
I think Conor get that one.
I don't know. Normally, at the best of both, I would say Conor has the advantage. But at this moment, Conor has been off for a while. I would say it's a 50-50 fight.
It'll go down.
Conor keeps it on the feet and puts it away. Yeah.
Cowboy gets hit quite a lot, and I think Conor will land a shot that will put him down.
I honestly think that's a good fight for Conor.
And to follow it up, I'll have some video, a few clips of some sparring and everything. So, like always, like, share, comment, subscribe. You know, repetition, like I said last video, repetition. If you share the video to them, then maybe they'll not like it, but they'll see it. And that's one view. But maybe they like it, and then they share it. And maybe they don't like it. So that's two. It's two right there. Well, maybe they like it, and then they share. So that's three. So if they all like it, likes, shares, views, boom, 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 boom. That's how you build. But like, share, comment, subscribe. As always, I love you. Oh, yes. One more thing before I go. My next video is gonna be great because I've been sourcing, I've been looking at, doing some research, looking at some cool things. Mayweather has decided he wants to fight 2 times in 2020. Fight between March and April, and in September. And in the next video, I'm gonna tell you there's a good chance I know both fighters. But if I don't know both fighters, there's a really good chance I know one of them. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose my mind. I think I like it. Ooh. Like, share, comment, subscribe. As always, I love you. Peace. Remember, check in on next video that will be coming up tomorrow or later tonight. I got a surprise for you. Like I said, Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Dana White has been in talks. Mayweather has confirmed that he will fight twice in 2020. And I think I know the two people he's going to fight. And I know of at least one he's going to fight. And maybe the other one will come to fruition too. But like I said, check into my next video. Watch this video. Go and watch the next video I post on it. And as always, I love you. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace. Remember, Mayweather and Dana White has made a deal, and Mayweather Jr. has came out and said he's going to fight twice in 2020. Who do you think it is? Let me know. I'm going to post a video. It's going to be my next video. Watch it, like, share, comment, subscribe. I love you. See you next time. Peace.